So, right, well, it's absolutely spot on in terms of timing. So, what I'm going to do, guys, rather than delay this any longer, because I'm still admitting people into this as I'm talking. I hate the way Zoom has changed this. I may have to change this link for the sake of it. However, right now, Monday night, when we do our call on Monday night, we do our presentation call, which we've just completed, and we always give any guest the opportunity to come on and take a look and see what we do. And we always have some additional training. Monday night's training is always valuable because Monday night's training comes from a guy that I've known now for about 15 months. And in the 15 months that Simon and I have been with this business, this guy has been a supporter of ours 100%. I've never known anyone that's actually given us the degree of help and support that we give. He's experienced in trading, he's experienced in networking, he's helped us whenever we had an issue. He was always there instantly, and hopefully we pass the same ethos across to you guys so that when we're here to help you, if you need any help, we're here at the drop of a hat as well. But it comes from speaking to Brandon, and that said, his camera's just gone on. So Brandon, he's actually in the airport right now. He's literally just gone through airport security. That's how committed someone is. Brandon, over to you, my friend.
Well, first of all, I appreciate it. Thank you for that, Roger. And hopefully you guys can hear me loud and clear. Hopefully that there's some good Wi-Fi here in the airport. But I'll be real quick. I did just get through security. They actually gave me an earlier flight. I call that God's favor. I was not supposed to fly out for another 4 hours. And they're getting me on a flight now here in just a little bit, which is pretty amazing. And so, but I didn't want to miss the opportunity to be with you guys, to share a quick message. It was actually kind of interesting. So over the last 4 days, I've been at an HFX educator retreat. It was a 4-day retreat. There's never been a retreat done in the company. This is the first one ever. And it was with the HFX educators specifically. We were going over stuff that's been going on in the game plan for how to move forward, which is some amazing news of stuff that we've got going on, which I'll share on another call. But it was pretty interesting. One of the educators I talked to, I got a chance to talk to him for about 2 hours straight. And I asked him something that I want to share with you guys today from the feedback he gave to me. I thought it was really powerful. I asked him what the number one thing was for him being successful as a trader as well as a builder. Now, listen, this guy is a very successful trader and a builder. He's a Chairman 100, and he showed me his trading results for this last week. He was doing HFX, but he was also trading regular Forex. He did 682,000 USD just this past week. So almost 700 grand just this past week. And no, by the way, it's not Matt Thayer. This is another guy. Okay. And I asked him, how did you go from being broke to being an educator, a successful trader, and a successful business builder all at the same time? And listen to the answer that he gave this to me. I want you guys to write this down because it's not something new. It's not a secret. But he said it was one word, and we shared it on our Go Live session today as well. And he said it was discipline. He said when he was struggling financially, he lacked the discipline, the self-discipline, the daily rituals and the daily habits to get him to where he was. He said it wasn't until he became disciplined that things started to change in his favor. Yes, you need vision. Yes, you need goals. Yes, you need to be consistent. Yes, you need to be committed. But what he said was all of those things start with being disciplined. He said you can have vision, but without discipline, nothing great's going to get accomplished. Yes, you can have great goals and you could share them on social media. This is what I'm going to do to make it sound like that you're somebody who's important. But he said without discipline, those goals aren't going to come to pass. And so my message for you guys today with what he shared with me is I want you to start thinking about 2021 right now, and that we're in the fourth quarter of 2020, and say, okay, what are some of the things that I'm really struggling on that is keeping me from reaching the goals? What are the things I'm lacking discipline on? Because I can tell you from being someone who's extremely disciplined, for example, being on this call, I'm on this call constantly with the team here, very disciplined no matter what the situation is to try and get on and talk with you guys. What is it that I'm weak at, and what is it that I commit to do for 2021 to start being more disciplined, right? Everybody needs it, including myself. There's certain things that are holding us back. For example, my showing up to the calls, am I actually showing up to the calls. By the way, if you hear stuff on the intercom, it's because I'm at the airport. But the bottom line is that what are some things that I'm doing right now that are actually holding me back? For example, am I showing up to the calls like I mentioned? Am I actually trading? If I'm not trading and having success, then maybe my confidence and belief is not going to be as high as it needs to be, which means it's going to be pretty hard for me to share this with other people. Am I actually reaching out to people? Am I doing the stuff on the Chairman Tracker, chairmantracker.com? Am I actually doing that stuff? Am I actually doing personal development 6 to 7 days a week? If not, why not? These are the little things, guys. The tiny acorns become oak trees. Acorns become oak trees. Small things turn into big things over time, right? It's those daily disciplines, the daily rituals that actually get us to where we want to be, because the reality is this, is that work will outdo talent when talent won't work. There's a lot of talented people all around the world. I met some extremely talented people the last 4 days, but I can tell you that without discipline, their talent wouldn't matter, right? You have to be disciplined each and every day. So if you feel like that you're lacking the skills, if you feel like that you're just not as good at trading, or maybe you're not as good at building as Roger or Simon or somebody else on the team, realize that you can out hustle and outwork other people that you feel may be more talented than you. And that's through discipline. Okay. That's through discipline. So for me, I wasn't the smartest guy in school. I didn't get the best grades, but I can tell you, I never missed a homework assignment. Listen to that. I never missed a single homework assignment in all my years of schooling. I did not miss a day of school for 5 years. They actually gave me an award. I had perfect attendance from 1985 to 1990 in school. Perfect attendance. That's discipline. That's commitment. And it's no surprise that when you fast forward the years to 2020, that I have the life that I have today. And it's because of those commitments. It's because of making those disciplines each and every day that have gotten me to where I'm at. I'm not the best speaker. I'm not the best trainer. I'm not the best recruiter. I'm not the best business builder. I'm not the best trader. But the disciplines, you'll find very few people that have the daily routines, the daily rituals, the discipline, the consistency and commitment that I have. And that's not to brag on myself. It's just to say, if I can do that, so can you. Because that doesn't take any special skill. See, it doesn't take any special skill to do that. What it takes is a burning white heat of desire. That's what it takes, a burning white heat of desire. Napoleon Hill said that right in Think and Grow Rich. That's the reality. You want something bad, you need a burning desire. For some, they don't really have a burning desire. That burn's kind of gone out, right? And the reality is that when you say, you know what, I'm sick and tired of being in my situation, like people tell me all the time, I'm tired of being in my situation. Well, when the pain to stay the same is greater than the pain to change, that's when you'll change. Some people are not sick and tired enough. They say that they're sick and tired, but they're not willing to do anything about it. So my message for you guys today is write down the things for 2021, and you can actually start it today. You don't even need to wait till January. What are the things I need to become more disciplined on? Okay. And I've already done this myself. Okay. What are the things I need to be more disciplined on to go to the next level? With that, Roger, I'm going to turn it back to you. I'm going to go get my seat assignment so I can get the right seat to get on the plane. I love you guys. I appreciate you, and super, super grateful that you continually jump on these calls and that you're committed, and we will definitely see you on the stages.
Thanks for that, Brandon. Much appreciated. And really, really do appreciate you making sure that you took the time, even though you're stuck in an airport right now. So thank you for that. So guys, I don't think there's a better, more important word that came out of that than discipline, because discipline isn't necessarily about doing the big things. And whether you've been with us for 6 months, whether you've been with us for a year, or whether you're just about thinking about joining us, discipline will make a difference. And it doesn't have to be a big thing. It just means that you will say that I will be sat at my computer at X o'clock tomorrow. And this is your business. You decide what time you want to trade. We have people here who trade at 6 o'clock in the morning. We have people who trade at 11 o'clock at night. So you make your own hours with this. The only thing that you need to do is make sure that you do set the time. So set your time to whatever the clock may be. But as far as you're concerned, that's the time when I'm going to be working, and then be there. Now, we're here to give you help and support every single step of the way. Brandon's a perfect example because he really has been phenomenal for the last 14, 15 months with Simon and I. Any help we needed, Brandon is always there. if ever there's been something we didn't understand, he was there. Brandon's own story, so when he told Simon and I 14 months ago, I remember watching Simon almost fall off his chair 14 months ago, because Brandon told us, we knew a little bit about his background, because it's only about 5 or 6 years. Brandon used to own a gym, and his gym went bust. He lost his business, he lost everything, and he was just flat broke, didn't have anything. 14 months ago, we were talking, and Simon doesn't pull punches. Simon said, can I ask you a personal question? And Brandon said, sure, go ahead. And he said, how much money do you earn? And he said, well, I'll give you 2 answers to that. He said, as far as introducing the business is concerned, last month I earned about $70,000. Last month, $70,000. He said, but I consider that to be fishing money because last week I made $100,000 trading. And Brandon carried on talking, and Simon went, whoa, 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 stop, go back. How much? And it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. But you just heard Brandon talk about one of our educators who made $760,000 last week. I think it was Dave Bailey posted something in one of our Telegram groups the other day saying he watched Matthew Thayer on a call the other night make $700,000 profit in one night. And when I say in one night, that would have been probably in maybe a half-hour session. Rosie said she watched that session. She actually saw it as well. So these guys are trading way, way, way beyond where you are right now. They're trading with huge amounts of money. But 3-4 years ago, they were starting with a couple of £100 or dollars in their case. It's not what they did this week that's important. It's what they did every week, staying consistent and learning it. And it didn't just sort of go off like a rocket and make a fortune overnight. It took a while. And just like watching any currency chart, it went up and then it went down again because something went wrong and they did it wrong, and then they went back up again and they went down again. But overall, the trend is that you go up. And that's what we've experienced ourselves even in the last 14 months while Sam and I have been doing this. We've gone up. We went at one point in time, we hit more than 100 trades in a row without missing one. And that's why I tell everyone on the presentation, if you think you're never going to miss, it's coming. We did 100 trades without missing one. And then we came down with a bang. But then we picked ourselves up, dusted ourselves off, and went back again. And I can say with confidence that this year, since March of this year, when we started trading with Tyrone and Patrick and following their instructions, I have not lost a single week since March. Every week I end the week with more money than I had before. That's an astonishing thing to be able to tell people, but it's really real. Brandon told us that 15 months ago, and we sort of watched him. Can you imagine being able to say, you might miss a day, you might miss a trade, you might miss a day, but you never miss a week. We never thought we could say that. Well, now we know better. And now Simon and I both know how much money we're projecting to make next year. And I'll tell you now that it will be more money than I've ever made in my life in any one year. That will come next year. You have the same opportunity right now. Now, the bulk of you have been with us for a while. You know what the opportunity is. You know the scale of the opportunity. All we need to do right now is just share it with as many people as possible. The good thing is that when you share this with as many people as possible, you're helping them. 2021 is going to be a phenomenal year for us. It's going to be a shocking year for some people. It's going to be a disaster for some people. More businesses are going to go bankrupt. more people are going to lose their jobs. More people are going to be looking for a way to do something about it. You've got the way to do something about it. You don't have to sell it to people. We're not suggesting that you go out and ram this down people's throats. All we're suggesting is you tell people that you have an opportunity. Whether they do something about it is completely up to them. As long as you've done your bit and said, I might have something that can help you. As long as you've done your bit, don't worry about it. Some people will turn around and they'll tell you it's a scam. They'll tell you it can't be right, whatever. Don't worry about it. They're entitled to think that. They're entitled to believe whatever they want to believe, as long as you don't believe it. Because many of you guys gave your story tonight. You guys are the story. You're the story that we're promoting and putting out and using to share this business. So right now, just be disciplined. Give yourself an allocated amount of time. Doesn't have to be this. This isn't like a 9-to-5 job. Just set yourself half an hour a day, an hour a day. But whatever it is, if you set yourself an hour a day, be there for that hour and work. And if you need any help, we're all here. We're here as a group collectively. You can get hold of me, you can get hold of Simon. I know Katie does phenomenal things, not just for her own team, but for other people as well. Everyone is here to help. The same thing applies with Malcolm, the same thing applies with Bailey. Everyone is here to help you at every single step of the way. That's it for now, guys. We're going to wrap this up really quickly. Tomorrow night, we have our presentation at 7:30. Tomorrow night, I want you guys to really help me out when it comes to testimonials, because tomorrow night, I'm not doing it. Tomorrow night, Katie's doing it. I'm really looking forward to that. Katie's shaking at the moment.
Good luck, Katie. We won't need
Yeah,
luck.
so I want testimonials off you all. You listening?
And she
Every
will
single
kick
one.
crap out of you.
Also, I'm going to poke you in eyeballs.
Katie, I'm going to tell you now, put me down. You can have my testimonial.
Yes, I've got
So
you. I've
got
got
mine.
Roger. Yeah. Thank you. I'm
All
coming
right.
for you.
Okay.
Okay, so guys,
And she will be knocking on your door, guys.
Yes.
yeah. So please help Katie out. Make sure that you're there to support her. We will see you all at 7:30 p.m. I'm looking forward to it. And after that, no 8 o'clock call tomorrow night, but we'll be back at 7:30 tomorrow night and on Wednesday night and on Thursday night. See you all soon, guys. Bye, everybody.
Catch you later, guys. Bye-bye.